is what we hear in silent films and what we see in silent films. This is what we always see until sound comes in.
Hello, my name is Miranda, and I'm here to talk about the beginning of the sound era and what most of the film industry that has to go through in order to get some of the sound in the films. There will be mentions about the sound technology, like how they made it, and basically the struggle to combine them, but from both sound and films to make them the films we have today. And then there'll be some talk about part talkies and or full talkies, depending on how much longer they learn how to combine it. And there will be some mention of Romania, like the country Romania, and the struggles to get onto the sound technology. So it'll be like some mentions on why I picked that country out of the other countries too.
Before the time of sound films, there were just motion pictures. As for sound, they used live-action actors to do some voice-overs or a live orchestra. Most of the time it's piano music or basically some violins in the background. There are also some other times when the filmmakers try to combine film and sound, but it didn't work as well because either the sound was skipping or the film kind of stopped in one place and kind of skipped into another next scene, which makes the sound and film to seem very difficult. Just like in the 1952 film version of Singing in the Rain, directed by Gene Kelly and Stanley Donen, it parodies the struggle of syncing sound and film back in the 1920s. Soon enough, some new technology has come into play by adding sound and film and coming together all in one camera. The three new yet common sound technology that were used are the photofilm, chronofilm, and movietone. The chronofilm, made in 1902, but was not made to be used for full-length movies, but was made for short films. Despite the fact that the chronofilm and the camera were filmed differently, once you put it together, it sounds like as if it was filmed at the same time and not differently once it's synced up. The phonofilm, presented in 1922, is a built-in microphone into the camera, so whenever the filmmakers go filming, the phonofilm both recorded sound and film. However, the phonofilm is made more for Broadway shows more than any other movies. Until the Fox film industry took the idea of phonofilm and made a movie tone thanks to Lee D. Force, which he used the same technology but branded it for Fox Films. Movie tone was first demonstrated in 1927 for Fox Films industry, and they used it to show comedy or short films. Now on to recording section. Once the film industries have started their sound recording, a lot of the live orchestra has lost their jobs because they always played during the film, like when they were still silent. But now since they start recording it, they have no intent to actually play the music anymore for the theater. So basically, the recording of the sound has played to be more effective than the live orchestra. Warner Brothers were the first known film company to actually add sound in their films in 1926. On August 1926, a film Don Juan, made by Warner Brothers, was premiered in the films with sound effects and recorded music. The technology that was used to record these sounds was called a Vitaphone. A Vitaphone is another built-in camera microphone that was presented to Warner Brothers so they can use it in their films. Don Juan was one of the most big hit movies that everybody wanted because it has sound to it. So Warner Brothers decided to make a few more movies that were now kind of part talkies. A couple years later, three more movies that came out from Warner Brothers that were part talkies that had sound to it with some talking or singing to it were The Jazz Singer, The Singing Fool, and The Weary Rivers. The Jazz Singer was one of the most popular Bartolki films because it made all the other film industries that wanted to make some sound films, because this is the first time they've ever heard voices out of that film. Even though the films were mostly had probably talks in it, it had some still of the aspects of sound films, the audience still finds it amazing how there's some sound that's added to it. And even though there's not advanced technology like we have today in our films. By the time in the 1930s, a lot of the films started to go full talkie since they have better technology on recording sound now. So basically all the movies that we've seen today either are musical movies or basically full-fledged talking films. Now let's talk about Romania. In the country of Romania, it has the largest language market in the Balkan country, and it also has mostly influenced films in the American film industries and the European film industries. The reason why I picked this country because not only it has the largest language market, but it's also one of the few European countries that have film companies run by the government. Plus, the film with Count Dracula has a Romanian castle where the vampire stories originated. They even have their own film festivals sometimes. By the time the sound has come to being, a lot of people decided to show up until Romania decided to add sound to it. Until then, Hollywood decided to come in and help out Romania and give them their knowledge of the sound so they can learn their ways of their own technology, but still have issues with it. Until today. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the history of how we had technical difficulties both here and Romania. So I hope you learned something today.